Hello. So in this video, we building a React application for e-commerce using InstantSearch API for Algolia. So if you are new to Algolia, Algolia is a search as a service platform that helps you to deliver real-time results from your user's first keystroke, and it is customizable and it is seamless for you to use on billions queries across your platform, and it is used from anywhere in the world. So to get started, you can come to the documentation page, which is algolia.com/doc, and then come to building search UI, and over on this. So this is a drop down, and you select React Instant Search. Okay, this is hooks. Just select React Instant Search. I've selected that before, so that's why you have it here. So you can click on this. So this can be due to my network. So we'll be building something that is based on that documentation. Right. So let's get started. I'll be opening my terminal, and okay, I have this. So I've changed my directory to desktop, and the first command you need to do is do a boilerplate of the application because it is already available for the documentation that I first showed. Let me go over there again. Before this documentation, all the process you need to do is there. This is just a follow along demo to show you how it works. So you need to have React or npm installed on your system so that you can be able to use this command, because this is a create React app command. So do npx create instant search app. So we're using the latest and the name of the app. So we can just say e-commerce app. So you allow your network to perform all necessary functions. Then I'll wait for this to run. All right. So the name of the application is e-commerce app. You hit enter. Then what do you want to use? React Instant Search or React Instant Search hooks, same way you see it on the demo. So I'll be using React Instant Search. So it will show us this. So version available. This version uh, is very low for React Instant Search DOM. So this might not work. We need a version of let's say version 6. That is when it will work. If I click enter, let's go on. The API key, this is the default. I will be changing this later on. Then index name instant search, yes. Then what do you want to be displayed? I want, okay, no, I want title, I want name, and I want description. Then you hit enter. Then the attribute you want to be displayed based from your index will also be shown. Then you select. So you can see that this is a prompt that is friendly. All you need to just hover on it and select the one you choose. So I might pause the video for the next response. So like I said, it will fail. You can see it does not support the version 1.0. So how did I go about that? Let me cancel and start again. So Control C. So let me clear. So you can see again. So let's go back and start again. So the prompts will come up again. And after the prompt comes up, yeah, the name that we selected, e-commerce app. Yes. Then now we need to choose web. So you can see this is web, then Angular instant search, autocomplete, instant search.js, React instant search. Yes, we choose this. Then to bring up version, so we can now see that this is version 6.39.1, which is a latest stable version recommended. click enter. Application ID latency, yes. API key, will be changing this later on. Said yes. Then index name InstantSearch, click enter. Then from here you use your space bar to select because we want this to be displayed, and you click on enter. Then from your index, I want type, I want brand, I want price. We'll be using this later on. I want categories, I want to use price range, free shipping. So all these are what you can use for the code. So having this boilerplate makes it available for you because this is just a template. So let's continue. So this will install on your application. I think my network is bad. Let me reinstall and come back to this tutorial. All right, so this is done. So the next thing we need to do is do yarn start. So it's not using npm, this one is using yarn. So there might be error. All right, so what is the error? Oh, so I need to change my directory, e-commerce app. All right, so yarn start. All right, one moment, let me fix this. All right, so I won't be using my command prompt. This is Windows. I prefer working on my other PC. Okay, so I'll be using the VS Code command interface. So I'll be using the CMD prompt. So I'll do start. So there's an error I want us to fix here. So there's an error that will run. So the app won't load. So you can see it won't load. There will be an error. So let's go back to the VS Code and see the error. So you can see the error here. It says digital envelope routines unsupported, error of OSSL this. So to fix this error, all we need to do is go back to our package.json, and here where we have React script start. So all you need to add there is this particular code that I'll give to you. So for the start, you add export set node underscore options, node options um, equals to hyphen, that is double hyphen, open SSL, open SSL, okay, um, legacy provider, then ampersand and React scripts. So this should fix it. And let's see. So this ought to be in small cap, open SSL. So we do the same thing for the build as well, just in case you want to build. So we have it like this. All right. So let's try again. If it doesn't work, I will change it. Although this works for my Mac, so let's run again and start. Okay. So it doesn't work. So now because this is Windows, it may not be able to work. But if you're using a Mac system, it will work. So all we need to do is set. Okay. So let's try and run it again. This should work now. This should work. Oh, interesting. Each envelope routines still having the same error. Um, Give me one moment. Let me fix. So that didn't solve it. So let's try again and see if we can be able to get it again. Okay, so we're using this like this. So I'll copy this and delete this part. So for Mac, this works before the previous code, which is export set node options. It works for Mac. I don't know why it's not working for Windows. Right, so let's try this and see if it works. So React script, then paste this legacy provider. So I've actually not researched the reason why. Oh, I did not put space here, so let me do Control Z and let's try and see if it will work. So try again. Okay, so let's try again and see if it will work. I will make a space up there, yeah. So let's see if it is going to work. So that's the only issue we have. I think it's not working. So let's see. So it's not working. So let's go back and so let's copy this and let's delete this. So but for Mac, if you just change this to export and the two to export to work. I've tried that, it works. So let's paste this here, start and for build. Let's see. So React scripts, open SSL. All right, so we are good. So save, then we'll try again. So hopefully this works. So I guess this is going to work. So I'll wait for it to load, and if it works, then perfect, we are good to go. So let me pause again and let's see how this goes. All right, so it works perfectly, and so you can see the result of the code out here on the screen. So you can see here, works perfectly. Actually, so this is just the demo. So if you look at the documentation, there's actually a different ID and API key that was provided, but let's preview that. Let's see if this here. So this is latency and this is the API key that provided. So but we can actually change this, but since this is working, that's fine. But if you go to the documentation, you have different API key separately. But let's try and do a search. If I do F, you can see right away as you are searching, it is providing you results. So this makes it more unique and more awesome. So for Samsung, for Metro, you can query this search. You can see that it is based on what we select during the process of setting up this boilerplate. You can see this is the header, this is the brand. You can see it here. Price, okay, price is not showing up. Okay, you can only try and do a query filter during the prices. All right, so now let's make this more better by adding a little bit of CSS to or and a little bit of functions to what we currently have. So if we should look at what we have here, so we have instant search, we have configure, we have it, we have search box. So your instant search is the root component for all other widgets to be wrapped around. So if you let me just minify this. Okay, um where is that? I think it should be where I minified. So you can see here, instant search, all other widgets are wrapped inside of the instant search, and we have the search box. So this displays a nice looking search box for users to type queries into it, which is what you have on the browser here. And also, if you your it, which is what we have here, the it is what displays the result from Algolia based on query. So if you over Okay, yeah. So you can see that if you over on it, it gives you description of what these dependencies, what they do. All right. So let's keep on. We already have. Do we have pagination? We don't have pagination. Okay, yeah. There's pagination already. So you can also customize to minimize the number of search results on the page. So we'll be doing that. We want to minimize what we have on our page. So let me scroll this out and let's see if it comes with this. So if it doesn't come with it, we are going to add it and minimize what we have. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we have the clear refinement. Where do we find the clear refinement? Okay, we have the search panel. Okay, so this is it per page. So this is it. So this shows us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this shows the number of results you can have. You can increase it to 10, you can increase it to 12, you can increase it to 5. So whichever one you want. And what also can we add from the documentation? So this doesn't show images. So let's try and add images to what is being shown on the page. So from the props here, so I'll be changing this article to div. So control D. So I'll change this to div, and I'll be um adding an image tag. Don't mind me. I'll be adding an image tag img. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so src. So let's remove this. Let me close this out. All right. So src is props dot it dot image, that give us, and then align left, align equals left, then alt equals to props dot it dot name. All right. So we have the image of the product. So this comes with the API response. So I'm going to change this h1 to div as well. So we have the image, and I'll be adding a class here. So we'll have to add the class to our existing CSS. So class name is it name, right? So it description. So I also change this to a div. So I'll change this to a div. So let me change this as well to a div, and we have the class name here. The class name will be it description, and we want to add price. So this is category. So we can change this to div, and also change this as well to div. And for the price, can add one more div. So in the div, we just do um, props dot it dot price. Okay, that should give us the price, props dot it dot price. Then we add a class name of its price, class name of its price. All right, so we've added price, and then all we need to do is go to our CSS. And so the new CSS we added is its price, its description, and its name. So let's go and work on that. Okay, so just go to your app.css, app.css, and scroll to the bottom so you can add. All right, so um AIS its item, excuse me, what am I doing? Its name. So its name we have margin bottom dot 5 pm. So I'll resume back once I'm done. So let me quickly work on that.